In general, the casting in MCU movies has been spectacular, with the original choice of Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark being the ultimate example of this. It was a risk, but he was perfect for the role of Tony Stark and became the face and heart of the MCU. But when these guys screw up, it's equally impressive. The best worst example of this was the casting of Tilda Swinton as the Ancient One. She's an excellent actor, one of the best alive, but James Hong was right there, man. He literally is the Ancient One. Madness. Which brings me to Dr. Doom. The very public announcement of the casting of Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom shows a fundamental misunderstanding of the character and his place in fiction. First of all, once again, it's Marvel whitewashing a role that should have gone to a Romani or other minority actor. A large part of Doom's motivation springs from the fact that he comes from a persecuted minority. And if there's one thing that Robert Downey Jr. is not, it's a persecuted minority. This is why Robert Downey Jr. was perfect for Stark. He was a privileged white guy with a long series of mistakes of his own making. His redemption arc mirrored Tony Stark's and played out in real time in both the real world and in the MCU. It was magical. Second, we should never see Doom's face, except in flashbacks. But now, we have Robert Downey Jr.'s face pre-linked to Doom's. Part of the appeal of Doom is you never know precisely how badly he was injured in his failed experiment to contact his mother in the afterlife. Was he horribly disfigured, or was it just a scratch that Victor's vanity would magnify to the point that he felt that he had to wear the mask? Or is his face totally fine, but the shame of his failure drove him mad and made him wear the mask to hide that shame? While it is possible that they will play it so that Doom never removes his mask, I put that possibility at approximately 0.000000001%. The MCU has a huge problem with characters taking off their masks for no good reason at all. Hell, they've even gone so far as to make all the masks nanotech so that they can go on or off with no effort at all. If Doom's mask comes off once, they have failed the character and the fans. God damn it. Now I know what you're saying. Diz, come on! You can't expect him to wear the mask for 3 or 4 whole films and never take it off. How could any actor make any impact under those conditions? Oh, I don't know. I mean, they did introduce him as the greatest actor in the world, right? Surely he can emote through the mask, right? And hell, Vader didn't even have eye holes to work with. Finally, Robert Downey Jr. just doesn't have the voice or the presence of Doom. I think it's pretty obvious that Darth Vader was inspired by Dr. Doom and is a great homage to the character. Vader has everything that Doom needs: the look, the presence, and the voice. This was done by cobbling Vader together from several actors, sort of like a Frankenstein's monster, with the whole being the greater than the sum of the parts. Robert Downey Jr., on the other hand, has none of those things. And frankly, it's unfair to ask any one actor to even try. He doesn't have Doom's presence, and he definitely doesn't have Doom's voice. Now, maybe they'll add the voice via the mask in post, but even then it will have Robert Downey Jr.'s ironic, sarcastic, sardonic tone and cadence coming along for the ride. And I just can't see that working. I can't see the world trembling when Robert Downey Jr. intones, Another problem with this casting is that there's the very real danger that the character will be written explicitly to play to Robert Downey Jr.'s strengths and not Doom's strengths. So instead of an actor having to do the work and find Doom and play him truthfully, we'll have Doom being hollowed out to fit inside the shell of Robert Downey Jr. Doom is bigger than any one actor. Doom is more than any one actor. Doom is Doom. Doom inspired Vader, and Vader gave us the template. Doom should be played by at least 3 actors, one for the flashbacks, one for the fully armored up character, and one to supply the voice. Folks, I hate to say it, but this is stunt casting, pure and simple. I doubt they even made him audition for the role, and somebody should ask about that. And while I want to believe that it can work, I don't think it's going to. And I hate it 3000.